Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel and to Music Journal Monday. So today we're going to start filling the pockets. We added all the pockets last week. The only thing I hadn't decided on was whether I wanted to add this piece of trim to make a pocket at the front. And I've decided that I do. Even though I probably don't need another pocket, I have got so many in here. But I can't help myself, I just want to add this piece to the front because I just think it would look so pretty. And I won't put anything too thick in it, but I would like to put that in. So I'm going to cut that to size. Let's just get this piece out of the way. That's it. So I'm just going to dive straight in and get going. Ooh. So I think it's going to cut. I'm going to cut it about here, I think. I sometimes forget I have these trims. I have them in a variety of colours and I forget I have them. And then when I bring them out I thought, oh, they're so lovely. Why don't I use them? So I hope it's beginning to be a bit more spring-like where you are and you're enjoying the sunshine, if there is any. There certainly isn't very much around here. We had a brief glimpse about half an hour ago and it's gone. And it's still not very warm, and it's the first week of May, and I'm really fed up with not being able to wear my dresses. I've got a wardrobe full of lovely dresses that I can't wear because it's just not warm enough. Oh, here comes the sun, a little bit peeping through, but there's some very dark clouds out there. It's the day before the big day, the King's coronation, which I should be watching on the TV with millions of others, I'm sure. And I bought some bunting a while ago. I haven't put it up yet. I don't know if I'll ever get around to putting it up or get Richard to put it up. We've been so busy this week, it's just not been time to sort of think, oh, we ought to do that. Right, I'm just going to have this little pocket here. And I'm just going to glue it on. And then move on. Okay, so it's just my little... And I just think it finishes off because it goes so well with this page and it just can kind of pulls it all together. And I'm just going to put in possibly something that I've made, Roxy's Weekly Challenge. I've got this little, I think it's a little ephemera holder. I have to investigate what's inside. I think it's got little pockets inside. I can't remember, it's been a few weeks since I made it. But I thought this would be, I could put a few bits in here and that'd be quite a nice thing to just... I won't put it in now because I've got to wait for the Fabri-Tac to dry, but that might just pop in there and that's quite nice. And I think it'll go quite well in that spot. So I might put a few bits inside and then that will go in there. So I think for today, at least for to start off today, and it might take me a little while to do because I'll probably have to turn off the camera at some point. But I did want to... I'll pull over the Stamperia, some of the Stamperia paper pad scrap that I've got. I don't think I've got any full pages left now. But a lot of these really need to be cut up and turned into tags or journal cards. I've got lots of tags here that I'd like to use. I won't use all of them. I'm not really into cherubs. They don't really do it for me. But I do want the ones with the instruments and, some of these really clearly musical ones. It's really pretty, not very musical, probably won't use it. So I'll cut out those that I think I might use in here. It's unfortunate, those ones, they're all, because quite often when they do the tags, they actually give you a journaling space on the other side, but they haven't on this. It's going to be a bit, you can't really journal on that very easily, so I'm going to have to back them, which is going to make them a little thicker than I wanted. But it needs to be done. So what I think I'm going to have to do, so this is a nice journal card. I'm feeling it should be folded over. So I might do that. But this has got proper backing on, so I shouldn't need to do anything extra with it. And I think we've got a bunch of journal cards here. Again, I don't think I'm going to use these ones. I don't know what it is. I'm not really a big fan of cherubs. They're just, even though they're all holding instruments, they're not really they don't really do it for me. So I'll cut out the bits of this pad that I think I might use. There's a few more bits and pieces here. There's a envelope there. Sorry, it's upside down. There's an envelope. There's a few bits here and there that I'd like to use. And there's some, this is just some of the standard paper, but I thought I might cut round some of these pieces to make into journal cards. There's some really pretty pieces here again as well. What else have I got? Well, there's a few bits on this is the front page, so I might cut out a few bits from this page to use as journal cards. Have I looked at this one? Yes, we've seen that one. And I have got this piece as well, which has got really handy writing space on the back, so I might try and make one or two. Alright, so I have spent a considerable amount of time cutting all of these out and backing the ones that need backing. So all of the tags, these are all the tags needed backing. So I've just put coffee dye paper on the backs. I've inked around them all. They're all ready to go. Some of them will just need a little finishing touch, a little bit of lace, or like something like this. It needs a little bit of something just to bring in a bit more of a music feel to it. And this one as well will need a little something in the middle. So a few of them will need a bit of something. Some of them are just lovely the way they are. And then there's a whole bunch of things that I cut out of some of the big sheets. This is that little folded one that I wasn't sure what to do, the double journal card that I wasn't sure what to do with, but I folded it in half. I think it's fine the way it is. And there's a few bits that I've cut out of the front page, so that's one of them. That doesn't need any backing because it's got some writing space on the back. Just a whole bunch of all sorts of different shapes. That one's got some writing space, so is that. This one, I thought, because it's got quite good writing space on the back, I thought I'd use this piece and I'll just put something on the front. So some of them will need a little extra decoration like this one. I think that one's just good to go the way it is, really pretty. That's from the front page. Again, it's got the stripes on the back, so it's all good. One up this one. It's got a bit of writing space and I just didn't have the heart to cover this lot up, so I'm just going to leave it as a small amount of writing space on that one. There's some journal, that's another one from the big sheet of scrapbook paper. It's got enough writing space on the back of that. And then I've got some journal cards that one's upside down. I thought this one, most of these are fine as they are, and then as they're properly backed. So I'll probably put some extra bits on this one. Certainly I won't do anything to this one. These three I may well sew around because I do like the look of that. And then I've got this little doodah here, I don't know what you'd call it. It's like a little bookmark, except it's a bit small. And I've just covered this bit up with some coffee dye paper because it needed somewhere to write on the back. And then I just cut this out the front page, and her I cut out from the front page, and you can write on her. She could just be tucked in somewhere. And I've just managed to got this little violin out as well as a bit of extra embellishment for something. So yeah, I've just got a little selection of various journal cards and tags that I can now put in my box ready to be used. So in here there are a few other things that have already been cut out. So this was also cut out the Stamperia paper, I think, and backed with some paper from one of the journal kits. There's a couple of little envelopes here that have got their own tags. There's a few bits and pieces that I've already cut out from the different kits. So this is from the Vintage Viola. I think it's been backed. Needs something musical on it. And there's a few, whatever these are. This is a double journal card. So there will need to be a bit of decoration on some of these because they look good, but they're not really got any music on them. So I've got this piece. So these are from the Sweet Music kit. Some tags from that kit. They've all been backed. And then these are some journal cards from the Vintage Viola kit. There's a bit of a mixture here. And then there's a few odds and ends at the back that will need finishing off. Things like this. This is from a masterboard, and this one as well. They're not specifically from any particular kit. I've got this piece, which was one I did on the Roxy's Weekly Challenge, as was this, and this little piece we've looked at. So yeah, I've got a few bits and pieces in here. I think what I may lack are some larger pieces, so if I need any large cards. The other thing I will need to do some work on. Let's put this back in here. There's lots of decoration still to be done. I've got what's left of the 3 kits. So there's a few small, this is the Vintage Viola. There are a few small journal cards and things in here that are all quite usable. And they'll need backing if I do use them. There's 1 or 2 things that have been cut out, a couple of violins here, so they can be used for decoration. There's some tickets and bits and pieces in there. So some can be used for decoration, some will need to be backed. Similarly with the Sweet Music kit, I've got a few little tags and I think they all probably will need to be backed. A couple of journal cards here. The rest of the stuff is all decorative pieces. So these, those just need backing. I think they all just need backing. They all look, well, maybe that one doesn't look particularly, needs something else to make it look like it's part of the music kit. So there's a little work to be done there, not too much. And then this is the other kit that I've used, which I just call like the Music Ephemera kit by, what they call Journal Scrap Helper. No, Digital Scrap Helper, sorry. Digital Scrap Helper. So there's lots of little pieces in here, little tiny tags, little bits and pieces, little tiny envelopes. But there's also quite a few tags, small tags, quite a big bunch of them. Quite a few I've cut out ready. I just haven't backed them. That was an envelope. I don't think I'll use that. So there's a whole load of, there's quite a few little envelopes here. Look, that's so sweet. They could go, I don't know quite what I'll use them, whether I'd put them in a kit or not, in a pocket. But there's lots of little tags here. There's quite a few still to be cut out. Whole little selection. I'm not going to use them all, I don't think. They're not all, don't quite go with what I'm looking for, but some of them I will use. And when I do, I will back them, as I will anything that I use from here. So this is quite a nice big journal card. It needs backing, it needs finishing off. Yeah, so there's quite a lot still to do, but I thought it would be quite nice just to make a start, seeing what we can get into the journal with what we've made so far, and then we know what we still need. So I'm going to leave those there, see how we get on. So I've got that still to be added. So yes, I'm not sure quite how this is all going to go, but we will give it we'll make a start on putting things in the journal. So I did already say I wanted to put this little thing, now this is dried, I want to put that in there. So I think she looks quite nice in there. And I think we'll have a look, let's just see what we can get, what we need to put inside. Maybe we can just get it finished. So it'd be quite nice just to open this up and then just see what's tucked inside here. So it's just 2 little pockets in the middle. I can't remember what I put in here. So it would be quite easy just to put a couple of nice either tags or journal cards. What should we have? They need to go together. So let's see what we've got. I'm wondering about a couple of these. Because these are from the Sweet Music kit, and not that I've used anything from that kit, thinking about it, but I wonder, these might not be big enough, I'm not sure. But I want something that and they don't really go together anyway. Right, let's see. Well, we could just try some of these. Well, let's see if a couple of these will go in. Are they big enough? That's the question. So, one there, one there. I think we need something else. Maybe something a little bigger. Go back to my box. So this is what I'm finding. A lot of these things are really nice, but they're a bit small. Oh, I've got something stuck to back there. They're all very much of a size, aren't they? What about something like that? That could go in there. Or I have, I've got this one. Would that go in? Let's see. Is that too big? Well, that looks quite nice there. Is it going to fit? Well, that might work. That might be okay. I think that feels like it needs something. Maybe I can just put a word there and bring the music theme into things. I've got my little box words. Things out of this. So I think that's what I'm doing. I'm going to go away. I'm going to cut everything out, get them ready, and then I'll come back and show you what they look like, and then we can move on and see what we've got and start putting things in the journal, see what we still need to make. So I will be back in a short while. Bye. Let's just keep it simple and have just Sweet Song on there. Is that going to be sufficient? I know what I could do. Yes. Got a bit of music washi tape. Maybe a piece of that will be good. It's quite old. Well, it's not peeling off very well, but actually I quite like that slightly raggedy look anyway. If I can just put it here. I may change this around. I might decide I need to use some of these, but I'm just getting something in there just to see how we're doing with the pieces that we've got. I do think I'm going to have to make some more larger pieces, pretty sure. May have to do a collage masterboard or something. So yeah, still quite a bit of work to do really. And I've got my little stamp set here. I think I might just stamp a couple of little musical notes. do it on a flat surface, didn't I? There we are. Alright, that's fine. So that can go in there. Okay, I'll just pop that in there. And we'll do that up. Right. Let's pop her in here. Okay, and then in this, so we need something largish. I'm wondering about this piece in here. Because the colours are good, it just needs finishing off, doesn't it? So we need something to go on here. I wonder if, would she go on here? I think she would. Yeah, let's do her, put her on there. After all, I didn't know if I'd find anything the right size for her to go on, but actually I think that works quite well. And we might just put a little bit of lace down the side. Yes, I think we will. I might just slip in a piece of music. I'm going to lift that up a little, just pop a bit of music under there, I think. Yep. Just to add that little extra something, give her something to ground her a little bit, but also that bit more music, because there wasn't any music on the background at all, really. And yeah, a bit of lace down the side. Shall we use? Just put a little, I'm going to put a little something extra. Let's see how that would look over here. Something there maybe. And trim off this edgy bit. Just softens that edge a little bit. I'm just wondering about putting on this little piece of, I might just ink that around. Oh, we've had a proper sunshine and showers day today. We've had a thunderstorm. It's been really warm. Now it's raining again. We've had it all today. Yeah, just that little bit there. I think I like that. Now, what have I done with my glue book? It's gone missing. Yeah, of course. I took it to Craft Club. Forgot. It was in my bag. Okay, let's just put this little piece on. There we are. Yep, I like that now. So I've taken something that didn't have any relationship to music at all, it had nothing musical on it, and turned it into a card for my music journal. So it's quite nice when you can do that. Find something that's just got the right colours in it, and therefore can be adapted. And that's gone in there, and that's good, like that. Right. At some point I might have to do something here to cover up this upside down bit. You know, this paper that's upside down. Oh, I just live with it. Right, so these little pockets I've got, oh, maybe that's what these little, what's it called? What they're called? Tags. Yep. I think maybe these little tags are meant to go in here. So I think one in there. I've got something small, maybe, to put in the other one. I've got these little envelopes and I'm not sure that they would really work in there. They're too thick. Right, and I've got these cards with these lovely ladies. They're from the other kit. They might be a bit too big. Got quite a bunch of those. Let's see if I've got anything else that would go in there. Nothing small. No, these are all like little pockets, really. Little diddly pockets. Don't know if I'll get to use those. There just isn't room in the journal for extra pockets, is there? I think she might be a bit big. Let's see what little things I've got. I can tuck in things like this. Oh, they're even a bit too small. Alright, let's have a look at some of these small tags that I've got here. I've got one or two smallish ones like that. That might work. That might go in there. Okay, we'll go with that for now. I'm going to just separate these so I can just grab one if I need one. I particularly like this one, so I'm going to get that out. But it will need to be backed. So although this is printed on 160 GSM, it's still not really thick enough, in my mind, on its own as a tag. It's fine for embellishments, but I think it needs to have something on the back. And I've got some coffee dyed paper handy, so I can do that if I need to. Let's just see how that, yeah, that would go on there quite well, so I'm going to keep that out. I've got these little cute ladies with their instruments. Let's see. Same thing goes for these, really. They need to be backed. Let's just see if I cut this here. Let's see how she looks in there. So I quite like how she looks in there, so I might have to spend a bit of time doing these as well. But Now I might just leave her like that, and I'll have to come back and finish these off, I think. Just nip off that bit of white. Let's concentrate on just getting this first signature done. So that's got its tag in it already, so that one's all ready to go, so that's all good. What else do we have? So we want something in here. What about that one there? I feel like it might need something taller behind it. What else have I got? I've got this. I've got two of these. Would that work in there like that? And I need something tall. Have I got anything? I don't think I've got many tags. This is what I'm lacking. Oh, I've got one or two in here, look. I've got that one. Maybe I could put in there. How about that? That would work. Okay. And right, so we need something for our corner pocket. So I would like a nice decent sized journal card in there, but I don't know if I've got anything suitable. That could work. So I need to do the same in here. Is there another one? Or have I used it already? No, that one. Right. Okay. Oh, I'm going to need something really big in here. I wonder about this. We did this as part of Roxy's Weekly Challenge, so it's an envelope with a tag. Tag's already there. Pop it in. It's a bit of a tight squeeze. And then I could, can I put that in there? I think I could. Yeah. So then we have these two little pockets have already got their matching matching tags already in them. And this one as well. So they look really nice like that, and I don't need to do anything else there. And what else we got? So we've got another smaller pocket here. So I think one of these maybe, or is that going to be big enough? I think maybe we'll need to put a couple. I've got two stuck together here. Feels like, yes I have. Right, so yeah, that goes because you've got the same bit of pattern here. So yes, I think that might look quite nice like that. Oh, now we've got to fill this pocket. Let's see, what do we need to go into this pocket? We need a little collection really of bits and pieces, don't we? So that's feels like that's not really, they're a bit not very deep, those pockets. So I'll put something behind there, but these pockets are, yeah, they're quite shallow pockets, so we need little things to go in these pockets. Have I got any? That's the question. Have I got any little things I can just tuck in? So I've got a few little bits and pieces here with the digital scrap helper kit. Things like this. I wanted something that's going to show up a bit more. I had some tickets with one of them. I have got these little, are they going to go in? Even they are a bit big, aren't they? It's a shallower pocket than I remembered. Right, let's see what we've got in the sweet music kit that will go in, if there's anything. Yeah, we have a whole little bunch of these little tickets. Tickets are always good for these little pockets, aren't they? So I'll put that there and put that there like that. So this can be used for writing on, I guess. Like that. That can go in there. What else have I got? I've got this interesting shape. Why not? No, it won't go in. It's too big. Got some more tickets, but maybe we'll go for something different. Have we got any tickets with... I imagine we have got some tickets with the vintage viola kit. Move that over. Let's have a look in here. See what we've got. Just some little bits and pieces. Nope. I want something that's horizontal and not vertical like that. Yep. Put that in there. Yeah, just need to finish this. No, I'm going to pop things in and then I'll come back and finish them off and make them look part of the journal. And I'd like to just pop that on there, I think. Yep. Okay. I think we've got a few things to work on here. Right, so this is going to go on the front of this pocket just as a bit of embellishment. Let's put that straight across there. Liking that. Right, these little tickets, I think I'm just going to ink around them. Go in there. I'm just going to... I think this needs a little something. Not sure what. I'm going to trim it down and ink it, and then we'll put some little something on the front. Alright, so I've inked around it, I've just chopped the corners off, and I have actually backed it with some coffee dye paper just to make it a little bit more substantial. And I think that will pop in there quite nicely. But I feel like it needs a little more on the front. Feels a little more to bring it into the music field. So, see if I can move this out of the way a bit. I pulled in this little round tag from the Digital Scrap Helper kit. Just noticed it needs a little bit, just need to knock back the white edges. And I thought what I could do, I mean, I could just finish the circle and just stick it on, but I thought it might look a bit more interesting. If I put it on like that and put a little brad through that hole to hold that on. So I've got my foam pad and my little pokey tool. I think I'm just going to pop it there. And then put the brad in. So I've just got a little brass tag, brad should I say. I can pop that there. And whoop. These little tiny brads are quite, sometimes the prongs difficult to separate. There we go. Yep. So yeah, still enough, you know, you could always still write a little something on there. I'll just pop that on there like that. And I might just, okay, that just can go in here. With the little tags. Just pull it up a little bit. So that's in there. Then this one was this one. And again, I've backed it, but this time I've used a bit of Amazon packaging, just for a change. I didn't really want her in the middle there, so I found something that I can put in the middle. So I've got most of it will look the same, but because I like the ticket or whatever it is. But I found another little mini tag in the same kit, but this one's got a bigger hole. So if I pop that on there like that, so all I'm doing really is covering up the picture of the lady in the middle. But because the hole is too big for one of those little brads, I thought I'm going to have to do something different here. So I think I'm going to try a Nuvo drop, so it's like a mock brad. So I'm just going to pop that there. So this one I'm going to glue on. Right, and just watch that, pop that there. And I'm just going to try, I think I've got a couple of little bottles of Nuvo drops. I don't know whether to use the pink. I think I might use the pink. It's the same tone of pink as the background. Can you see that? I'm sure the book is sort of putting this in shadow a little bit. I'm going to give this a try. And just make a little try and put a little blob of, just fill that hole in really. Like that. Now I've got to remember to leave that to dry. So I'll do that. I'll just quickly see how it looks, if I can, without messing up the Nuvo drops, but it'll just pop in there like that, and that will show nicely, and it just shows up a bit better than something that's too matchy, so I like that. So I'm going to leave that, set that aside to dry. Over there, and that one's done. I think that's the, oh, it's still got to go in. Oh, I was going to put that here, wasn't I? Or was I? I don't know if I did that on camera or not, but I think I wanted to put that there. But this is for this signature. I'm concentrating on this signature for this first signature today. And what I think I'd like to do, I was thinking as I was working on other things, I'd like this music label to go on the front of here. I think that will work really well. It comes from the same kit. Looks like it should be on one of these pages, shouldn't it? So I'm going to pop that there. And put that across there, like that. I'll deal with that in the next, well, when I get to it really. Right, so we've got that. That is finished, that's all done. Let's go through again to see what we need to finish. So there's a few bits here that need finishing. This and this, well, this is one of the options. Have I got any others? Some of these small tags, I just put that one in just as an example of what could go in there. Maybe that one would be good. Just looks a little big, that's all. Oh, what about this? This one would be quite a good one to put in there because it's a good size. And then on the next, because we've got more of these, so I need to find something to go in the back. Okay. Right, let's just ink around this. I'm inclined to not cover this, not back this one. I think I'll back some of them, but not all, because it's just going to make this journal get so bulky. It's going to be very fat anyway. I think I might just leave that as it is. And this one is backed, so that's all fine. And I think it's inked, yes. So it's just a case of I've got something to go behind this pocket. I think I do. Something that will go as well. Not that one. I think this one would be quite good in here. Yeah. Yep. I'm liking that. Alright, so that's done. That's done. This doesn't need anything doing to it, that's all done. Now let's have a think about whether these are what we want in here. I just feel like this. Does it look finished? That's my question to myself. You can't help me. I feel like it needs a little something extra. Let's see if there's anything on here that might just do the job like that. I think that would just do it. I think that's what we're going to use. There's clearly a lot of violas in this kit because it's called Vintage Viola. So it's a shame I haven't got many more instruments I can cut out, but I think if I was using some more of these stickers, they would make it too bulky. So I'm going to stick with what I can use from the kits and then cut out. It's the wrong way around, isn't it? Yes. Yep, I think I'm going to use that. It just finishes that off, I think. And this one needs no finishing. That one's perfect. And yeah, this is okay. I'm still not sure about this, whether that's really what I want in there. I'm wondering whether to make a big tag. I'm thinking of using some of the Stamperia paper for this tag. I have still got quite a nice piece left, which actually I think is where this came from. Whether to actually cut some of this out to make a tag. It's going to be too matchy-matchy, isn't it? Oh dear. that's not what I want. The alternative is to use a piece of this and decorate it up. Maybe that's the way to go. It's just too small, I think, in there. I could take a piece of this, just, yeah, and just decorate it somehow. Oh, it's more of a journal card than a tag, really, isn't it? Okay, let's see how this goes in here. Well, that fits lovely. Maybe a journal card will make more sense. It's a bit massive for a tag. Yeah, I think I'll just round the corners of this one. Right, so this is all inked and backed now. It's all it's a bit crinkly, but it's fine. And I was thinking, what have I got big enough to cover this to make it look prettier? And I thought, well, what else have I got other than a lovely piece of fabric? I just happened to have this piece knocking around that was, I had to trim a little bit off, but not very much. Doesn't quite fit at the top, or all the way around, but I think that fits enough to look really nice. Because the instruments on it are in every direction, it's quite hard to know which way up to put it, but I think I'll go with this direction. And I'm just going to glue it on. I've left a bigger gap at the top because I think I'm going to put a bit of lace across the top there. So let's just try putting down some glue. Okay, so I've glued this on. I am planning to sew around this as well. I'm just wondering whether I should do that before I put the lace on. I think what I want to do, because this isn't terribly well cut up here and there's a bit of a gap, I think I'd like to put something like this on. Oh, it's facing the wrong way. No, it's upside down. Okay, so something like that would look quite pretty just up the top there, I think. So I had originally planned to put something down the side, but it just looked like it needed something up the top here, so I thought I'd put that on the top. So I could certainly sew round after that's on. But then I would like to put something on the side as well, because again, it's a little bit jaggedy here, and I just feel like when it's sticking out the pocket, the side pocket, it needs to have a little something. So I have this odd little piece of the ruffle, and I think I might just pop that on the edge there. Shall we see how that might look? So let's just tuck it in. I know the lace will probably ruck up a little bit, but I think I'll pop that in there and put the little ruffle along the edge. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to... What colour have I got in there? I've got cream in my... Yeah, that would look okay. So I think I'll do that now. I think I'll go and... I'll glue this on. Sorry, I'll just move this that way. I'll glue this lace on. I'll do that straight away. I was given a tip by one of my subscribers, Susie, that's you, to burp this before it fountains out the top. Not sure how well that's working, because I squeeze it and there's more coming out the top. I think it has worked occasionally when I've done it, but I think I'm just going to put the top on and hope for the best. Right. Okay, so I'm going to sew around here, and then I'll come back and glue on the ruffle, like that. So I'll be right back. Again, I'm sorry about all the breaks in turning on and off. It's just the way it's gone today. Right, so that's all sewn on. I think it looks really pretty. I'm just going to glue on my little ruffle along the side. And then that one's done. Let's do that. There we go. Right, so that's on. That's my journal card done. Okay. Let's pop that in here. Oh. A little tufty bit. Well, I think I'll leave that there actually. It looks quite pretty. There we go. Let's pop that in there like that. And there we have journal card done. Haven't got to do anything here. Just these last couple just need a little bit of something. So I think this one I would like to do a little fabric topper. Oh, sorry, dragging this thing over. Okay, and I'll pop a hole in it. And I've got a piece of this leftover velvet. I thought I might see if I could get that through the hole and tie that. There. Oops. There we are. Little finishing touch on there. And then I thought for this one, just needs a little something as well. Maybe just a tiny little spot of fabric. Got a few bit of lace. Can I put on here? Just in the corner. Just, what have I got in here? Really wanted a bit of my William Morris fabric. One tick, I'll just go and grab my box with the bigger pieces in. I'd like a piece of this. Just a little bit. I'm just going to pop a piece of this and a bit of this and a little scrap of this. Oh, this is a bit more ruffle. Didn't realise that was ruffle. Well, I don't want to cut that up, do I? It's okay, I have other bits. Little mini cluster. I wanted something to put in the middle. I think I'm going to try one of these enamel dots in the middle. For some reason this one. Okay, so I'm going to just staple them together. These little pieces. I think one of these larger dots. So I could find a button, didn't say, but I just saw this and I thought the colour was just right. Yes. yeah, I couldn't find a button the right colour, so I grabbed these instead. So I think that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to pop this on the corner here. That's how I want it. Like that. Then a blob in the middle on top of the staple. So I'll cover it up. Or it stuck itself to the desk, hasn't it? Okay, there we go. Pop that little, and then that's not too dimensional then, but I think that looks really sweet on that corner there. It just gives it that little finishing touch. I like that. I do. Right. Okay, so I think this signature might be just about done. Honestly, this video has taken me so long. I've never made a video that's taken me all day before, one way and another. There we go. They were going in here, weren't they? So that's going to pop in there. You can see I'm pulling in the colours from the pocket, and that little bit of fabric's peeping out as well. Then that's going to go there. And then in this final pocket, this is now dry. So this little card can pop in there. I haven't got one to go in here yet. I may come up with something, but at the moment I think it's fine as it is. So I'll come back in the next video and carry on working in here. It's getting quite chunky. There's no way I'm going to be able to, which I would have liked. If I'd thought of it in time, I'd have put a hole here, an eyelet, and tied them together, but it's just too thick now. So I'm just going to have to wrap it around with some sari silk. That'll be fine. Okay, so thank you for joining me for this seemingly endless video. I'm hoping by the time I've edited it, it won't feel that way to you. And I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.